Hi, in this video, I want to answer the question, what happens during an orgasm? And a lot of people don't have this basic information. And so orgasm really is kind of like a mystery. So I want to demystify it by giving a little snapshot of a basic condensed version of what happens when you have an orgasm. So I'm Martha, I'm a clinical sexologist, and I have a doctorate in human sexuality. I'm from Eros Coaching, that's eroscoaching.com. Okay. Many of you know that one of the most sensitive parts of our bodies are our genitals, and this is where we pee from, and this is where there's a lot of sensation and sensitivity. There's a lot of nerve endings at our genitals. And what happens from our genitals is all these nerves actually go into our spine. So they connect to the base of our spine and actually through our spine connect to our brain. So what happens is when we self-pleasure, there's all this sensation that is generated, energy that is generated in our genitals, and it feels good. And there's a build-out of the sensation. So what happens is all this sensation goes through the genitals, through the spine, and to the brain. So when they connect, when the signals connect, that's when an orgasm happens. So it actually is a little bit like, call it like a radio signal. When these signals, and they connect, you might experience your first orgasm. And what happens when we have our first orgasm? It feels good, and then we want more, and so we might try masturbating in the same way to get the same results, and lo and behold, we get the same results. So we get into pattern and we keep masturbating in the same way and keep getting the same results, or we don't realize it's actually, it gets easier and easier, faster and faster, and over time we might even pleasure ourselves in harder ways. And a lot of people don't really deviate so much from the way they first discover masturbation. This is just one neural connection. So if you can have an orgasm, say in missionary position, that's one neural pathway. And then there's a 69, is a doggy position, there's a woman on top position, man on top position. So there's all these different positions, and they are actually different neural pathways. And I'm saying this because what happens with people who say things like, oh, I can't have orgasm in this position. It's not that you cannot, you haven't tried enough. A lot of people try 1 or 2 times and then they say, no, I can't. And they forget how they first learned how to have their first orgasm. It is not 1 or 2 times. Actually, it took us trial and error. And as we get older, we get stuck in pattern, and we don't give ourselves enough patience, and we are also not very creative when it comes to pleasuring ourselves. And if you can have pleasure and sensation and have orgasms in different ways, you have all these neural connections in your body. It actually makes you much more flexible, adaptable, relaxed, creative in the bedroom, because you're not worried and anxious about, am I going to feel good? Am I going to be able to have orgasm in this way? You wouldn't worry about it so much because your body is already used to being flexible and creative and fluid, and you have all these neural pathways in your body. And so this is actually why some people are great in sex and some people are more adaptable in the bedroom than others. It's because they actually took the time to develop a connection with their body, and they have all these neural pathways running through their body, making it easy for them to have orgasms in many different ways. And so my suggestion here really is, if what I'm sharing is resonating with you, you may want to be a little bit more patient with yourself in experimenting with different ways of having orgasms. And when you try, you may not succeed. It's not about it. It's really about the journey of learning about yourself, of rediscovering your body instead of always being in habit. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying that we are adaptable, creative, multifaceted human beings. And if you feel that you want to learn new things, then you need to be trying new things. And if you've always been self-pleasuring in the same way, then this is a good time to treat this as an invitation to explore your body in different ways. So I hope this little video is explaining to you a little bit about the science of orgasm, and it is very much linked to the importance of doing an orgasmic yoga practice. So you may want to refer to one of my previous videos about what is orgasmic yoga. And I have a book called Orgasmic Yoga. It's my second book. I also have a free series on masturbation on my website, and you can find it at eroscoaching.com/masturbation month. So I created all this free content up there because I didn't expect this, but I really became a big educator of masturbation because it is one of the ways in which we can really learn about ourselves and be comfortable with our sexuality before we engage with another partner. Because sometimes when we engage with another partner, there can be a lot of anxiety if we are not comfortable with our sexuality by ourselves. So check out my free Masturbation Month campaign series. And if you like this video, leave a comment below, subscribe, and also you may wish to post a question to me below, or you can email me at ask@eroscoaching.com.